Okay. With Vincent Janssen. Vincent, thank you for this interview for ESPN. First of all, your thoughts about Victor Vucetich now in Rayados.
Yeah, very positive. I think we started really well. First 3 games, obviously, we won. So it's big, were some big victories for us, important. He's helping the team a lot. It's difficult to come in the middle of the season, but I think what he's trying to do, it's very helpful for the whole team. And yeah, I think we've been working good all together.
Now, Vincent, what do you think about Santos, the club that you first scored against here in Mexico? Also, other goals in Liguilla. Do you think that Santos is the perfect team for you to return to the goal?
I mean, it doesn't matter for me. It's important that we win this game. It's a big game for us because we dropped 2 points in the week. So now we have to win this game, and if I score or someone else scores, it doesn't matter.
Vincent, tell us what's going on with your goal instinct right now. Since November in repechaje, you haven't scored also in May during the regular tournament. What has happened with your goal?
No, nothing. It's just, you know, I'm trying to help the team with everything as much as possible, and sometimes it's with goals, sometimes it's with working hard for the team, and it is what it is. As a striker, I'm not worried about it. I know I have the qualities to score, so I don't think about it.
The heat in Monterrey, does this affect you, especially now, like we are in spring, like the sun? Does it affect your match, your goal?
After 2.5 years, I guess I'm quite used to it now. So no, not anymore. Not anymore.
Now that Rogelio is injured, do you feel any kind of pressure to score because now you are the #1 striker for Vucetich?
No, I said it before, it's not about scoring. I mean, in the end, the games we play really well. I had my contributions in goals and in the way how the team plays. So for me, that's important. And in the end, who scores a goal, that's we'll see who is that going to be. But in the end, it's important that the coach has confidence in me, and he's happy with me, and that's the only opinion that matters.
Oh, that's great that Victor has told you some words. What is it like, Vincent, to play in a city where the rival team has a historic European striker, André Gignac? You know him. Do you feel maybe pressure when you are being compared with André, Vincent, because you are the other European striker in the city?
Zero.
Now, your thoughts about the criticism. People like maybe they will talk about your moment, your lack of goal. What can you tell them now that you have this great opportunity again in the pitch?
Yeah, I don't care about those criticism. In the end, the only one who has to judge me on my game is the coach, is the directors here. I don't care what people write about me or whatever they can do. Whatever they want, if they judge me on the pitch, whatever they say, that's fine. For me, it's important, the opinion of the coach and the directors here, and that's it.
Vincent, some words about your teammate, Rogelio Funes Mori. Do you think that Rogelio will be the key for Mexico in the next World Cup in Qatar when he's ready after his injury?
Yeah, it's a long time to go, so I'm sure that he recovers from his injury and be back on his top level. He has so much qualities, so I'm sure that he's going to help Mexico in the World Cup.
Vincent, you play in the Premier League. Any words for Chicharito when he play in Europe, Manchester United, maybe Real Madrid in Spain, but especially in Premier League? What do you remember from Javier Hernandez playing in Europe, representing the Mexican strikers?
Yeah, obviously what he did in Europe, yeah, it's big. Like he played like multiple years on top level, and he's always been performing super good. So, yeah, he's a good player.
Do you believe that Chicharito has to be at the World Cup with Mexico? Because right now in Galaxy he's having a great time. Last weekend, 2 goals. Maybe Tata Martino doesn't has it on the last list. during these qualifiers matches, but you as a striker, as a European striker, do you believe that Javier has the quality to be now at the World Cup level?
I don't have any opinion about that. It's not up to me to make the selection for the Mexican national team for the World Cup. So, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Vincent, now changing of question. Your thoughts about the Netherlands now that they are in the Qatar World Cup. What do you think about Group A, your national team? What can we expect from Netherlands in Qatar?
Yeah, I think with the group, it could have been worse. Because in the end, I think they were very lucky with number one, the Qatar, to play against Qatar, because all the other teams they were they were very good. And yeah, it's a tournament, so you never know what happens. Every game is difficult. All the teams are very good quality, like they are, I think, also with Ecuador and Senegal, and they're two good countries. So it's game by game, but I think they have a good chance to go through the group stage.
Do you remember anything from the match between Mexico and Netherlands in Brazil? If you remember that the penalty was okay for the referee, just to have your opinion now that we are a couple of months for the World Cup, Vincent.
Yeah, I think it was a penalty, but I'm from Holland, so I have to support my country, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. It must have been painful and still is for a lot of Mexicans, but yeah, there was no VAR at that time. Good for us. Good for us.
Now you'll be with Group A. That'll be amazing to watch, Vincent. I would like you to ask will you like to stay here in Monterrey? Like, you mean people has had some critics, but also there's people that want Vincent Janssen to continue. They remember the Copa MX when you scored at the top, your championship versus America. Would you like to stay here in Monterrey, or are willing to return to Europe or other Mexican team, or maybe MLS team?
I don't know. It's difficult. I'm happy here. I know what I have here. I'm very happy with the people in the club. They support me, and they've always treated me well in the club here. And yeah, I just keep going. I give my 100% every day, and we'll see. I'm happy here right now, so let's continue with that.
Okay, Vincent, final question. Your thoughts from Alfonso Di Banana Alvarado, El Plátano. Like he was yesterday in a press conference with the media, he was talking that he has the level to start a match. Now you are striker number one, also with Joel there, with Rogelio out. But do you think that Alvarado has the level to start as the level with Rogelio? And also, if you are worried to compete with him now for the position number one as a striker in Rayados, Vincent?
No, I'm not worried, but if he plays, I'm happy for him because he's such a good guy. He's such a talented player, and I really think that he has a lot of future here in Monterrey or wherever he's going to play in his life. I think he is a very talented striker, young striker. He's shown that he has good quality, he has goals, he can play, and I think he's a very, very good player, and he's someone to watch for sure in the future.
Thank you, Vincent. Any final message, if you would like, for the Rayados fans, maybe in Spanish, if you can, please?
I would say, keep supporting us, and let's go for everything.
Thank you, Vincent, for this interview.
You're welcome.